Well, my computer crashed again. I'm not sure if you're still there. I just rebooted it. Apologize. Uh, Again, I'm feeling my computer and it's pretty warm. I may have to get a little fan, but the trouble with fans is they're noisy. So we may have to put up with a little in the background. I don't know if anybody's still here. So if someone could type in a message. I just wanted to finish up this song, Break My Heart, before we sign out. Or we can continue it on Friday. Oh, the video works now. Okay. Okay, good. All right. Thank you, Mr. Two. Yeah, the computer crashed. It gets hot and crashes. So, I wish I knew of a fan that was super duper duper quiet that I could put underneath here to blow up on it, and I might be able to find one, possibly. I'll have to look for one online. At any rate, is anyone else here? Well, it's all right. I've got one person, and one person's enough. So let's finish up this Break My Heart before we sign off today, because I don't have a whole lot more time anyway. But I thought this song was so beautiful, so incredibly well written. And I'm sure it's destined for really high chart action. I'm not sure where it is. On Spotify, it's way up. When you go to the Hot 100, it's called Today's Hits, I believe. It's way up on the list. Oh, there we go. Up to 6 viewers and growing. Thank you, Joe. Good. At any rate, we've been listening to the Dua Lipa song, Break My Heart, and we're right at the point where we're, let me see how small I can make this. That's as small as I can make it. Move it over here like that. Yeah, there we go. So I can kind of see myself a little bit in there. So we're at this, let's listen to the second verse, and then we're going to get into what we call the pre-chorus. So this is I'm just reviewing what the verse sounded like, right? The verse is what we call 4 on the floor. That boom, 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 boom. 4 on the floor, right? So let's listen again to the end of the second verse going into the pre-chorus. Here we go. Wow, that is so different, so really incredibly different from the verses. We had 4 on the floor. You know, it reminds me of that song. What's that song I'm thinking of? Dun, 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 ba-ba-dum, ba-ba-da-bum. One of you guys and gals might remember that song. It might be Another One Bites the Dust. Yes, thank you. Brilliant. Thank you for helping. Free jazz, free a bit. I love these names. Anyway, yeah, so different. I mean, whoa. So, you know, definitely really got my attention on that. Notice the drums dropped out completely. In fact, most of the track dropped out. You know, let's review that again. Notice there's hardly anything playing here. Notice how different the line rhythms are too. Center of attention, you know how you can do whatever you want from me. So we got da 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 da. Have a little repeat there. Ba da 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 da. Repeat that little motive. Just raise it up. Da 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 da. Oh, sorry, dropping it down. Ba da 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 da. Whatever you want from me. Ba da 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 da. Isn't that just gorgeous? The ba da 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 da. So she's created what we're going to call a compound ending. Da 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 da. That's like a little separate section from the line. Da 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 da. Now, is she going to repeat that? Probably. We're probably going to hear that again. That da 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 da. Right? Okay. Let's see if she does. I would have known it, baby. So that little thing, what do you want from me? What you could do to me, that little compound ending. And sometimes rappers actually rhyme the whole compound. To give you an example, like whatever you want from me, whenever you got from me, whenever, whatever was the, whatever you want, whatever you got. So they'll actually try to rhyme a whole bunch of the syllables in that compound ending. Ba-da-da-da-da. What do you want from me? What do you got from me? Let's see what they did. Whatever you want from me, things you could do to me. So there's no rhyme except for the me. And then if I wouldn't know it, baby. Notice so that we got 3 of those compound endings. 3. Get 3 fingers up there. Da-da-da-da-da, 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 baby. Ah, very interesting. She's ending the pre-chorus with a feminine ending, which creates a ton of tension. Instead of ba-da-da-da from me, notice the stress is on the last syllable. Da-da-da-da-da, and then things you could do to me, da-da-da-da-da. Da, another stress on the last syllable. But whatever you want it, baby, baby, is baby. The stress is on the second to the last ending, right? So you leave that dangling E, baby. It's dangling with no stress, which is a stress, which is a tension getter. It gets your attention because the ear really wants to hear, naturally wants to hear the lines end with a stress, like da 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 ba, da 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 ba. What the ear doesn't want to hear is da 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 da, da 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 da. Do you see how that's creating tension? So I love the fact that the writers went, let's just create a little tension here. If I wouldn't know it, baby. I love that. Now, what's going on in the chorus? Remember we had 4 on the floor in the verses? Bum, bum, bum. Da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Another one bites the dust, right? It's an imitation of that. And you know what? They may have actually sampled a bit of that song. In which case, just FYI, they would have to pay the writers of that song a little fee. And sometimes when you take a clip from somebody, they may want as much as 50% of the writing credit. I had a very good friend, Mike Reed, did a song called, I think it was called Lost in the 50s, and they copied an old rock and roll hit. They took some of the hit, and when they contacted the writers of that song and asked for permission, they said, sure, you can use that song in your Lost in the 50s, but we demand 50% because our song is so popular and so well established as a hit. It's going to help your song become a hit. And so they, you know, they didn't even argue. They went, sure, no problem, right? So it's very popular today, actually, in the pop field. I noticed it says it's good to write your own music. Yes, it is. It is. I know, isn't this a great song? It's so cool and entertaining. But yes, so what people are doing is they're combining, right? They're writing a bit of their own thing, but they're injecting in it a memorable sound from the past to help lift the song up, elevate the song to be even more interesting and more likable, more entertaining, right? So another one bites the dust. Why not, right? Great song, and I'm sure they're paying Another One Bites the Dust if they're sampling that song, right? Now, so now, and this will be the last, we have to sign off here, but I wanted to say just a few more things about this. So we had 4 on the floor, right? I've always been the one to say first goodbye. So what's happening in the pre-chorus is ever you want to, babe. There's no rhythm. There's very little track. Actually, the track has been stripped down to just a couple of instruments, right? And no sense of rhythm. Just the singer is holding the rhythm down. So now we're expecting that bump, 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 bump to come back in, right? We're fully expecting that. So let's see what actually happens when we get to the chorus. Now the chorus is the big deal, right? Here's the... Listen to that atmosphere in the background, that echoing. What? What is going on there? This is completely different than the rest of the song. It's a whole brand new thing with a ton of what? Stops. We're stopping a whole lot. Bum, bum, bum. And I think there's a little synth playing along, you know, like. So it's just stop, no, da 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 da. Wow, and they do it for 2 lines even. So what happens after that? Let's just see. No, I know that was the end of it all. I should have stayed home, 'cause now there ain't nobody about. And I falling in love with the one that could break my heart. Oh no. Wow, it was so interesting. They decided, let's just repeat it. Let's just do it over again. So what we now have is what we call a chorus heavy song. But usually chorus heavy songs usually have a very short verse and a very short little pre-chorus, and then they get into this big chorus because everybody's just waiting for the chorus. But what makes this song so unique and interesting is there's a whole lot that goes on before we even get to the chorus, right? So to me, this song has every smidgen. They've pulled out every single trick in the book to make this song interesting. And did you notice that little flare of horns that came up in between? And if we listen to that pre-chorus again, you'll hear a synthesizer. But what often happens in these pop songs is what I call the subliminal or the subconscious level. So they have here's the breakdown of levels. The first level is the vocal, this is the levels in volume. The vocal and the percussion is the loudest. Then under that is all the main instruments, the guitar, the synth, maybe some percussion. But then there's a third level, which you could call the subconscious level. And that level is where they put in atmosphere that thickens the song. It thickens it up. It makes it like butter, right? And sometimes they actually use party noises, or they'll use city street noises, and you'll barely hear it. You'll be wondering, what's that little honk, that little sound? What's going on in there? Yeah. And the bass line, yeah. So there'll be party noises. There'll be people talking. Let me give you an example. I'm thinking that my time's running out, but this is kind of a fun story. So you can see all the different sections of this song. Even in the chorus, it starts with a ba, 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 which is almost like Another One Bites the Dust. And then it breaks into this incredibly big song, and it's got a sense of, it's more open. The kick drum is going boom, 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 but the drums are going do, 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 do. The drums are the snare and the hi-hat are doing halftime, which gives it a more open feeling, but we don't get that open feeling in the verse. The verse is just do, 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 do. But in the chorus, it's do, 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 do. So it opens it up, they say, let's open up the chorus. Let's not make it so tight with a dum, dum, dum. Let's open it up. And so they did. They opened it up. They kept the four on the floor, but it's much more subtle, right? Oh, to talk about background subconscious levels, the subconscious level on the tracks. We were writing songs with June, a famous, wonderful, wonderful man, and super duper talented guy. He and his engineer were building this track for us at his house in his home studio in Atlanta. And we're writing the song while he's building the track. And finally, we get to the point where the song's finished, and now the singer is going to sing the song, right? And so he calls the singer up. This is all in one room. Well, meantime, or should I say, meanwhile, there's like 12 people in this room having a picnic. There's families there. There's guys with their girlfriends. There's kids. There's a big screen TV that's on. The sound's not on, but you can see, like, I think it's music videos are going on, right? Music videos going on in the background. People talking. And food on the table, fruit and snacks on the table. People are just chit-chatting away. Well, he calls up the singer, and he doesn't even tell the crowd to stop talking. And so just a couple of days ago, we're remixing that song, and we're isolating her voice. And sure enough, you can hear everyone talking and having a good time and partying. You can hear kids, yip-yapping and laughing in the background, and he didn't even care. I mean, he wanted that ambiance to be on the track subtly in the background. It's just, it's incredible. So when you're listening to pop songs, check out the subliminal track that they've put in on purpose just to give a little extra, little texture to the song, right? And so with that, I will leave you for today. And on Friday, we'll continue this great adventure. We're on an adventure discovering why hit songs are so incredible, right? And so I hope you enjoyed it. And I think by going over these songs, it'll help you go, oh yeah, I could do that. Yeah, I could do that. I could do that. So these are, we're deconstructing these songs in so many different ways. I mean, literally, I could spend a whole hour on this one song. It's so interesting and so entertaining and so diverse and so interesting. So I will mention just in closing that what I've been focusing on is the songwriter's three basic tools: unique, detail, contrast, and repetition. There's only three things that we really need to think about while we're writing. Unique detail, and that's thrown in amongst generic stuff because we can't, every single lyric can't be unique. Some of the stuff we write and we say, we've heard before, but we spatter it in, we sprinkle it, like with a pepper grinder. We spice it up with occasional original lyric. And of course, original melodies, again, sprinkled in with melodies that we're kind of familiar with. So it's that wonderful combination of, so when I say unique, I mean a smattering of unique, right? Not too much, just enough. And then contrast and repetition. And that's basically what I'm doing as I go through these songs. I'm looking for contrast and repetition and uniqueness in all the 15 songwriting elements, right? Which I will go over on Friday because I'm pretty sure. Oh, you want to hear the post-chorus? All right, let's see. Hear that wonderful horn section. Real distorted. We call that phone. I mean, just listen to that. There's a little low synth playing instead of just bump bump. They're just playing breaking all that up musically. It's just there's so much going on in this song. Go to Spotify and get this song. It's called "Break My Heart" by Dua Lipa, and just listen to the whole song and check out the uniqueness, all the contrast, and all the repetition in all the different ways that it can, musically and lyrically and rhythmically, right? And sectionally. Notice that every section is different. Absolutely amazing song. So until Friday, where we'll continue, we might even talk a little more about this song. It still has more things to talk about. It's an amazing, amazing song. Anyway, love you guys, love you girls. Keep it on the double nickel, and I'll see you on the flip flop. Adios.